Like a moth to a flame, it pulls us in. Next thing we know, we're in a now bear's den. Tomorrow, I know it all begins again. But where we're needed, we will go. And I'll roll the dice. Haven't you heard? The heroes have returned. Haven't you heard? The heroes have returned.
Everyone, and welcome to this evening's Heroes of the Plains. We can't wait to get this thing started. We are rounding up a Todd right now, so he is going to be here. He is in the house.
No,
and he's
I'm
getting
actually
ready.
going to be the DM. I'm sorry. I know you were just told now, but I'm actually going to be the DM of this game. Thank you very much.
That's not going to work here, Lauren, because I've already bribed Todd, and I don't have money to bribe you too. So, but we will go around the room and let everybody introduce themselves while we're getting ready for Todd, and then we might share a little special, video from a Demiplane announcement here to also kill some of the time. So I'm going to start with the order that I have you. I started to say Alyndra, but that's not your actual name. So Jen, take it away.
Hello, I am Jen Kretchmer. You can find me on Twitter as @DreamWisp. You can find me streaming on Twitch as DreamWispJen. I'm a writer, producer, streamer, do the things, and now dice. I got my dice. My dice came out today through Die Hard Dice. I helped design these. This is Chiaroscuro, and this is Tenebrism. These are my dice children.
They're gorgeous.
They're so beautiful. So you can pick those up now on Die Hard Dice's website, and with the code DreamWisp, you can get 15% off, and everything is on sale already. So that goes on top of that. So
is there a name for the color those are? Those are really
I
stormy,
say
right?
the midnight blue with it has these dark swirls of shadow in it and like silvery star
that's so
iridescent flight. They're amazing, and you should look at the pictures that Diana took because she did museum portraits of them, and they look like Renaissance paintings, and I love her so much for making that wild idea of mine happen.
That is a proud dice parent, right?
I'm so proud of my dice babies.
They look great.
And then tomorrow for charity, I'm playing for Extra Life for JoshCon tomorrow on Josh Simons' channel, twitch.tv/Josh Simons @noon Pacific. We're gonna do some wild Shadowfell Harakir nonsense.
In this house, we love Josh Simmons. All right, so here we go. Hope, take it away.
Hi, I'm Hope LaVelle. You can follow me on Twitter @TheHopeLaVelle. I forget what I do. All I can think about right now is that anytime that Todd is late, I just picture him showing up as Jareth from the Labyrinth.
I was trying not to say anything in case there is a surprise, but
I can't help it.
I wish that was the case today, but I think he's trying to figure out how to get his capture card working.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm just like, am I paranoid? Just trained to think that way?
No, it's all of us.
Probably not.
What has he done to us? Okay, that's me.
That's Hope, and also a confession of dread on Hope.
Right.
All right, Lauren.
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the content coordinator over at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, which, if you were watching today, we have a song for Widdle, because Widdle's in our game now. We have the entire Heroes of the Plains. Yay! You can also find me running an Extra Life game on Friday. We are doing our 24-hour Extra Life marathon, and at 10 a.m. Pacific, I am running a game for the marketing team for Codename Entertainment, which does include Todd, who is playing a character that I've been excited to be able to DM for quite a while. You can go ahead and donate right now to Extra Life for this game. You can make random magic things happen. You can make family bickering happen. And if you want to spend a little bit of money, you could make Todd's character eat an item. That was not my idea. That was just something that I put in there because that character is going to be fun. So anyway, watch us for the entire run of 24 hours. If you can't, come by as much as you can. And thank you.
And Meagan.
Hey everyone, I'm Meagan Kenreck. I have a few exciting things going on right now. My character Widdle was just added to the roster, completing our Heroes of the Plains family. Gotta catch them all. So you can actually get her Ascendant skin with her pack for the Trials of Tiamat. It's super cool. It is a Lugaroo with a blunderbuss, and it's slightly modified. Slightly. I'm also here every Tuesday at 6 p.m. You can also find me on Todd Kenreck's YouTube channel, where we talk about all things D&D, as well as Twitter and Twitch at Meagan Kenreck. And that's it.
Awesome. And if you haven't noticed yet, we are missing a B. Dave Walters tonight. He is tied up with, I don't know, some kind of G4 business or something. Doesn't seem like a big deal to me, but apparently it is. So he's not here with us tonight, but he should be back next week, and we will miss him. And hopefully his, that whole joke that it used to be that when someone missed a session, hopefully your character doesn't die. Hopefully that's the case, B. Dave. And I am Adam Bradford. I'm a chief development officer here at Demiplane. And actually, as we're waiting on Todd to come in here, I will share one bit of very exciting news. I know that we are playing some D&D here tonight, but we also had a really, really fun announcement here at Demiplane earlier today in our dev update stream. And if you follow us on social media, you've probably already seen this, but if you haven't seen this yet, this is a really, really cool thing. And so I'm going to shut up at this point and let our producer Peter here roll the trailer.
Roll that beautiful thing.
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
You will come to realize that the blood is your master. You are being consumed from within. You won't feel it at first, but slowly, humanity will become a distant memory. You will know that you lived as them, but it will fade like a dream. You will only have the memory of a memory until you are a slipshod effigy of who you were. The beast within will wear your skin as long as it gets fed.
All right, so we've got World of Darkness Nexus coming next year. You can go to worldofdarknessnexus.com to sign up for email updates. You can pay attention to all the different places Demiplane is talking about things for updates on that too. I also want to be sure, and I think we're about to have a Todd here, but I want to make sure that we are calling out our sponsors. And so we've got the excellent, superb Tailspire. I got to play around with it a little bit this last weekend. Tailspire is incredible, and we are going to do a giveaway that's probably happening in chat. Either it already has happened or it's about to happen, but pay attention to Twitch chat, and you can enter to win several keys for Tailspire. And that means that you can use those keys to give to people who you would play with, and all of you can join in on that fun and use this really innovative 3D virtual tabletop platform. And you can also find games on Tailspire through demiplane.tailspire.com. You can use matchmaking, discover games for people who are running Tailspire games out there. So check that out. We love Tailspire. Good luck in that giveaway. And then also we have the incredible Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. We've already mentioned it several times because we have all of these Heroes of the Plains in the game, represented in the game. We have an Electrum chest code on the screen here. You'll also be able to see that chat. So thank you to our sponsors. And without further ado, I hope that Todd is ready, and we're going to turn it over to Todd.
Yeah, so you are deep in the forest, and you hear a creaking and a groaning in the woods. and you hear a familiar voice. Why, hello there.
You know, Hope. Actually, I'm sorry. Hey, Penelope, you recognize that voice?
And the traveler comes from around a tree. Penelope, Half-Pint.
Fireball.
I'm sorry I was in on it, everybody.
Oh my god.
All right, so what's the next save on your fireball?
So it's a DC 20.
Okay.
I mean, if you're gonna insist, I was half joking, but you know,
Wall of force in front of fireball for aesthetics alone.
I won't actually. She'll hand light up with fire, and then she'll see Penelope's happy and go, oh.
Why are your friends throwing fireballs at me? I have
Because we have trust issues.
I've never done anything to Orkira. I've always been a friend to her. I have my own ball. I do not need yours.
Wait a moment.
I would like to argue with all of those statements, but I won't.
But wait, did we not go to that incredible place that was called the Mall at one point on this creature's bidding? Or am I remembering that incorrectly?
Bidding? We were forced. I don't think we actually had a choice.
Speaking of force cage.
Hey, what are you guys doing? It's just
Can a
Penelope-
force
You were cool when we went
can
to
a force
teleport
cage
cage.
go inside of a wall of force?
Penelope, that's fine. We can all travel together. And you feel all of you
Nope,
shift into
nope.
the Feywild.
No, I got a book I gotta take care of. I would like to. All right, fine.
And you see the trees grow nightmarishly tall suddenly all around you, much thicker and wider, and the roots just kind of grow through all the stones, and the air kind of smells like peppermint. And you see large fireflies the size of your fist just flying around, and you kind of feel the lightness and the extreme emotion of the Feywild kind of surround all of you.
I stalk up to the traveler, and now I'm super angry. We were in the middle of a whole bunch of stuff, and you weren't even gonna ask.
Oh, well, I was watching, and
That's
you did
not
so well
asking.
against the spit elemental, and Briv did very well at the grinding tree. So I figured everyone had a
You were
moment.
watching that without any permission?
I have expertise in athletics.
Mo-
Also,
I-
watching is not asking.
traveler.
I don't
traveler.
mind an audience.
Traveler, where have you been? Have you been traveling around? I really missed you.
Oh,
You've missed out.
I've-
We've also been traveling around. It was really cool. We've done all these really cool things. I wish you had been there, but I'm really glad that you're here now. It's so nice to see you after so long. Oh my goodness, it's so exciting. I have a friend back. Okay, that's so exciting.
I'm very excited to see you too, Penelope, because I need you to be the new traveler.
Wait, what?
Yes. But I need your help first, if that's okay.
I mean,
No.
yeah, no, of course we'll help.
Penelope
Wait a
sounds like
minute.
she's in. Yes.
If thou art the new traveler, Penelope, does that mean that thou canst just show up and force people to go to the mall?
Whoa, can I have that power?
Yes,
what's the mall?
absolutely, Yes.
Oh,
From what I've heard,
Yeah.
it's a terrible, terrible domain of dread.
Oh,
I
I don't
love
want to
it.
go there.
I found some books there that were far better than the books that I typically see in this space.
and there were a lot of sing-songy puns. It was very strange.
Well, we're not going to the mall today. I'm sorry. And yes, it is a terrible domain of dread, but perhaps I can send you that way after we're done.
No,
No? No mall?
no, no
Briv,
I
more.
like the
Briv,
mall.
would
No.
you like to go
I
to
mean,
the mall?
I could stop in at the mall
Okay.
and perhaps have
Fine.
a cheese pretzel
Whittle
and some
Mall?
lemonade.
I don't know. Alyndra said it's like a domain of dread or something. Are there like a lot of
There are also
creatures
cookies,
there?
Widdle, cookies that are this big, and then they take two of them
Cinnabon!
and they squeeze them together
was so
with some kind
hyper
of
from
paste that is sugary
It
paste.
lasted for days.
Oh,
Wait,
not
what's it?
sugar.
I have buns. What's a cinnabon? You put
It's a big
cinnamon?
sugary cinnamon roll, and it's like this big, as big as my head, and I can try to eat the whole thing.
I think
I
we
wanna go.
also
I wanna
found
go,
something
Traveler.
that the locals called the reefer, and that was really something.
That's true.
you, but you and I need to talk about this traveler thing eventually, maybe later, after we save your world or whatever we're doing, because, I mean, it makes me worried about you.
Oh, no, I'm fine. I just felt like retiring, and I thought that you would make a very good traveler yourself. We do have a situation with some unicorns, though, that we need your help with, I'm afraid.
Yes, yes, yes! I love unicorns! Let
I
me
would
help!
like to roll an insight check.
You may go ahead.
I got a 19. Is this real, or is he saying unicorns because he knows that Penelope is going to be super, super happy?
He knows that Penelope loves unicorns, but yes, unicorns are definitely on the menu. But not literally on the menu. I'm a monster.
No, but the traveler is. Orkira still looks suspicious, but she stays quiet.
So, are we ready to go on an adventure?
Yes, always! Right, guys?
Most of the time, Jose.
I've been busy, I'm sorry, Penelope, with security meetings and board meetings and Fey business, tree moots, talking to crows. That's very important stuff.
I love talking to crows.
Drawing penises on doors. Yeah, that's the usual thing. So
did you happen to help out at all with the giant war that just happened like a day or two ago, where billions of people died?
Hells.
Oh,
Coming
yes.
up against the gods.
Oh, yes.
I've
thought very bad.
cities.
I
Yeah.
bet
People
he
dying.
was forbidden from even interfering unless it involved the deviants or something. So he probably was not a help at all.
Yes, that's weirdly accurate. Yeah. So
Widdle's gonna shoot Orkira a message that says, "Hey, no one can blame you for walking away."
She will respond to this message and say, I don't think I could if I wanted to, and as long as Penelope's going, I'm going along. But I appreciate your consent. It makes me feel a little better. I'm just a little worried about leaving behind Freely and a book that we had just found.
Oh, Freely will take good care of it. He has business elsewhere, I hear. Orkira, though, if you want me to send you back to the elemental plane of water and dirt, think as a different name. I won't speak it here. I could send you there. I have a quick portal there.
Is Freely's business wedding planning? Because he has some work to do.
You better not have a bachelor's party without me.
I am not involved in. I've not even been invited to the wedding.
Not probably aren't invited to be.
No, we're working on it. I only have I have so many friends to send invitations to. I'm drawing them all out, and they each have a picture of me and the person I'm inviting, and Freely, and it takes a long time to draw that many people.
Can
Well,
you
yeah.
add me to the invites? Because I think that I would really seal the deal.
I mean,
I am
Penelope,
here now.
you just got engaged this morning. You
I know, and I'm already started. I'm very excited.
Very well. So, if you'll help me save unicorns from the evil sorcerer Kenreck, I would be very thankful to all of you.
Okay, but wait 1 second.
Okay.
1 second. Okay, Orkira, can I talk to you?
What?
Yes. Okay. What's going on? Why do you feel like you don't trust the traveler? He's like the most trustworthy person I've ever met.
I love you too much to argue with that statement. It's just been the last couple of days. Like, I'm still trying to figure out. I haven't had a chance to mourn any of the people who died. There's a book that seems to be something related to my god that just appeared in Briv's home. I've got my own god who's looking to pass off and turn me into them. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on. And how many times are we going to just have people show up and be like, hey, I'm just going to send you someplace. Go fix the thing. So I'm a little annoyed, but I love you, and I will help you with your unicorn problem.
Would you like a marshmallow, Orkira?
Not one of yours, no.
Would you like a
I
big
will take
marshmallow, Orkira?
Not one of yours, no.
What if I turned Penelope into a marshmallow?
I would eat her.
That's the absolute
None of that
truth.
sounds like a good idea. And then I'll give Penelope a very
Penelope,
pointed
no
look,
wedding.
like, you don't find any of that problematic?
Well, I have the power to turn people into marshmallows.
Absolutely. That's one of the perks.
At least, Penelope, when you're the traveler, I trust that you'll ask permission before you turn people into marshmallows.
Penelope,
Penelope,
I
if
will
thou
ask
art the
beforehand.
traveler, I'm sorry to interrupt, but this is important.
No, yes, that's
Penelope,
fine.
if thou canst turn people into marshmallows, canst thou turn just parts of people into marshmallows? Because I don't think that I would want my entire body to be marshmallow, but if thou didst turn like a hand or arm or possibly like toenail, it would be helpful. Toenails regrow. And so therefore, if toenails regrow, thou couldst turn mine toenail into a marshmallow. I could eat mine toenails, they would grow back, and then I would have a never-ending supply of marshmallows.
Briv never change.
So, Briv, what you're saying is that you wish your toenails were
He
marshmallows.
didn't wish
I
anything.
do not
We
wish
don't use that word.
anything. We are past that at this point. It is overdone.
But if the option was given to you
No.
to have
I would love it.
marshmallow, you would love it. So I can do
No.
that for you right now.
No.
Marshmallow toenails?
Well, toenails are not important, and having them as marshmallows is far superior
It's
to
your
having
toes.
them be like whatever they are now.
Are they gonna get all mushed in your boots?
And
Well, no, I
sticky
would
and
probably
stretchy.
pluck them every morning, eat them, and then put mine feet in the boots after that.
Oh, yes.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
I mean, I can just put steel out where the toenails would have been. So
Briv
everything is fine.
Steelmarrow, I put onto you the power of marshmallow toenails.
No.
And you feel a squish in both your boots.
No.
I immediately remove them and check this out.
You have marshmallow toenails.
I look at everyone around. Put
He's
a little
going
bit
to-
of a spike out of my finger with the metal. Pluck a toenail.
You pluck a toenail, marshmallow grows right back. Immediately.
I set my hand on fire and I hold it up
I
to Briv.
roast it on Orkira's hand. Yes, I do.
The judgment in Griff's eyebrows is unparalleled.
I keep it in there too long and it burns to a crisp, and then I blow it out.
Oh,
And then I eat my marshmallow toenail.
That's not too
well,
long.
are
That's
you
one of the best ways.
sorry, I apologize, Dragonborn lady.
You've known Penelope and all of us for all these years, and you don't even know my name?
That's fine in this place. You don't need to share it.
Oh, sorry. Have we not met? Wait. Oh yes, okay. I've known you for a very long time.
Wait.
So
Wait, we haven't met before, but I think you look really cool and I like your hair. Nice to meet you. I'm Widdle.
thank you. I've heard of you, Widdle. Yes, you've been making deals with the other folk. Yes.
Yeah, so you heard about that.
Yeah.
So I have a little bit of time left to hang out with my friends here. If you ever wanted to go shopping at the mall, because I think we have to go and buy a wedding dress for Penelope, right? So
Oh, that's a good point. There are many wedding dresses in the mall.
and cheese
I don't
pretzels.
know that they sell things at a mall. It's mostly a place for torture and monsters
What?
and infinite waiting.
They had training that was totally foreign to me, and I am a combat expert.
Also, I've heard they have snacks there called Twinkles.
No, I think it was Twinkies, Twinkles. It wasn't quite Twinkles.
Oh. Was that the brand name?
It was a very
I
long
still
time
have
ago.
some of those in the bag of holding.
I hear they last forever.
I have
Most
heard
things
that,
last forever in
indeed.
the
Hey,
bag of
hey,
holding.
Briv, what would happen if you put your feet in a microwave?
What's
I
microwave?
don't know. Is this a joke?
Sorry.
It's a
like
very,
from the
very
future.
small wave. It's when you take a tsunami and you shrink it down repeatedly.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
but like a
little-
lot of them,
Penelope,
you
can
take
you
a
do
lot
it
of small
mini
waves
wave?
and you put them in a box.
That sounds so cute.
Can you make a bunch of mini waves in a box?
I want to try.
So can I get out of the glass cage?
Well, you shouldn't have been able to come here.
It's not glass, it's force.
It's force.
Is there a difference?
Glass shatters, force tends to just remain. I'm still unclear on why we're here, what you want, what we get in exchange, and why we should help you.
Oh, well. Sad things have happened in the Feywild. Several unicorns have had their horns lopped off.
No.
Unicorns are still alive, but they are dying. They have been separated from their source of power by the evil sorcerer Kenreck.
What is he doing with them?
So wait, thou dost need us to collect all the unicorns to make sure that their meat does not spoil?
No, we are protecting the unicorns.
Oh, I
we
thought
just
they were
need
dead.
you to find the location of Kenreck and figure out what he's up to.
Oh, standard smash and smash. Easy.
Yes,
We can.
sort of. His whereabouts are not known, so there may be some
Oh.
digging required.
Hey, what does he look like?
Well, bald, long gray beard, a ridiculous collar, too high for me.
That's saying something.
Wow.
That sounds like
So
someone.
he's been in the reefer?
I feel like you just described the opposite of yourself.
That sounds like a very famous wizard.
It's an evil, maniacal wizard known as Kenreck, who has been a problem here, and he has an evil dark knight that has been assisting him this entire time.
Oh. Well, you know-
Can you describe the knight a bit?
Glowy eyes, very large dragon-like wings on the side of his helm. Doesn't wear a lot of armor. Just likes to show off his abs.
I thought we left him in Barovia.
Wait, this person sounds familiar. Is their name Vordred?
No.
Oh, bummer.
No,
It's
his name
Kelly.
is, I believe, Warduck.
War duck? Oh, that sounds exciting. Oh my gosh, I love it.
No.
Like a duck with like a helmet, and then they got the little wings with a sword. Can you imagine a duck with a sword?
Warduck.
I
That
can.
sounds quite terrifying. Would it be?
Oh, we're
What's more
ducked.
scary, a duck, a horse-sized duck with a sword, or 100 duck-sized horses with swords? It's an important question. Why am I thinking of these questions here?
Depends on the type of duck.
Well, we are in the Feywild.
But it seems to be a war duck. So,
I think a big Warduck is scary. With like bendy horns.
hmm.
That
But
would
there's
be
only one.
terrifying.
Why would a duck have horns?
Oh,
I don't know,
War
Each
Duke.
additional enemy exponentially increases the difficulty of combat. So,
Yes, no, War
my fear would
Lute.
be of the multitudes. I would rather fight the one.
Listen,
rather
that is
than-
a historical myth. Combat helmets have not had horns on them. That is completely made up.
What?
Briv might be right about this because ducks have teeth and they're really terrifying. And if you have a helmet, then you can't actually bite
Ducks do
anything.
not
Most
have
of
teeth,
duck
they have
anatomy is
bills.
quite terrifying if you really dig in on it.
I've
Mhm,
never seen a duck's teeth.
Pray you never have to.
mhm.
Okay, all right. Okay, Mr. Traveler.
So we have to find Kenreck,
Yes.
bald, long beard, and there is a dark knight with dragon wings on the helm, named Warduck.
No, I think it's War King.
Okay,
No.
wait. Are you making things up? Because you can't change things now. Because I was really getting excited about a war duck.
No, I think his name's Warduke. Yeah, Warduke. That sounds about right, right?
And have we heard of Kenreck and Warduck?
You've heard of Kenreck and Warduke. But
What do we know about them?
Kenreck is he might as well be related to Vordred. Warduke is a famously sexy warrior that never takes off his helm with glowing eyes and just doesn't have armor in the right spots to be efficient. Not necessarily a scholar.
All right.
That's
so,
all
like,
right. Anyone
never
can
takes
start
off his
learning
helm?
at any time.
When was the last time you saw either of them?
Oh, I've not seen them at all, not in the Feywild, but I know they are here.
Well, you know what?
some
Dr. Inspector Penelope, investigator, detective is
MD.
on the case. Yes.
Oh, excellent. Well, I know the last people that saw Kenreck were some mushrooms.
Oh no, mushrooms. You can't trust mushrooms.
Well, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to trust these mushrooms.
Or, and I reach into my bag and I pull out my spectrometer and I look over at Penelope and I'm like, you want to do some more scrying?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I mean, yeah, as long if we don't have to deal with mushrooms, I suppose. Yeah.
I mean, if you don't want to deal with someone, then I don't want to deal with someone. I'm going to cast scrying on Kenreck.
Okay, so go ahead and let's see. What is the roll you need to scry on Kenreck?
So he has to make a wisdom saving throw DC 20.
I have foreseen this moment. That's a 6.
Yeah.
No, that's a 9.
Okay.
That's a 9.
So I've been given a likeness and I am familiar with the target, so he has a -7 to his saves plus whatever that is.
Perfect.
So yeah, I'm gonna scry on him and try to figure out where he is.
And what let's see, what all can scry do? Do you just see him, or do you know exactly where he is?
You can see and hear a particular creature you choose that is on the same plane of existence as you, which is why when he said, "Hey, they're in the Feywild," great. And it lasts for 10 minutes. So I am hoping that in the 10 minutes of time that I can scry on him, that I can get enough of a description of where they are that then we can either go there or teleport there, or maybe the traveler will actually have directions and be semi-useful in this case. We'll see. But anyway, I got 10 minutes.
You see a giant fireplace just burning, just way too big, and standing before it is a tiny little man, bald with a long white beard and a big popped collar, and the entire palace is just jet black with glitter everywhere at the same time. It's all just kind of shimmering, and the fireplace is way overdone. You could fit like an entire Tarrasque in this fireplace, and it's just roaring, and Kenreck is just rubbing his hands together, laughing maniacally, and all around him are unicorn horns, almost on candelabras, just kind of floating in the air, and you feel like he's drawing power from the unicorn horns themselves at this moment.
I mean, that's a really nice fireplace. I'd kind of like one myself. But you don't need that on the plane of fire. He's in a big black castle with a lot of glitter. Which seems to be an oxymoron, but all right. Yeah, he's got the unicorn horns. He's doing a lot of laughing.
And you start to move around the hallways looking for other things, I assume?
So scry, I can't actively move it. I choose a target and I move with them. But as I said, 10 minutes. So I'm hoping, I mean, it's very possible he'll spend 10 minutes maniacally laughing, but I'm hoping he spends 4 minutes laughing and then he goes to the loo or goes to a window or something.
Yes, he does. Do you also hear as well?
Yep.
You see Wardu walk by, kind of like annoyed. It seems to be like actively trying to ignore Kenreck, just marching past him. And Kenreck just side-eyeing him like, your attitude will get you nowhere. At all. I am going to the loo. And Kenreck starts moving over to the loo.
I will
Opens up a window.
As he moves to the loo, does he go past a window? Does he go past anything
You
else?
just said toodaloo.
I said toodaloo. Listen, it's the Feywild. Even Orkira can't resist it.
Yes, in fact, his toilet is made out of pure gold and looks out across the horizon of the Feywild as he hikes up his robes. You see his white knobby knees.
I have 8 more minutes of this. Let's
varicose
do this.
veins, and he probably has a very high vegetarian diet. Yeah, that's what you're getting from this moment. But you do see that the castle is vibrating. Unless this is actually, in fact, the violence of Kellex. Number 2.
Oh, God.
Well, was it vibrating before he toodalooed, or is it
Toodaloo.
only vibrating now?
Before I toodalooed, you sensed that there might be a vibration, but the scrying, maybe it was wibbly wobbly. But yeah,
Alright, so I'm
now
still
you see there's a rhythmic vibration happening all over the castle.
All right, so I'm still scrying, but out loud, I'm describing what I'm seeing and hearing. And... Yeah,
So
and
wait.
he's got to work on those varicose veins. It sounds like the two of them don't really like each other. The castle's vibrating in a weird way. Does any of this sound familiar? And I'm still.
No.
What's he doing right now?
He's pooping.
He's pooping and the castle is vibrating. So high vegetarian diet.
Yeah, but
I
the
mean,
castle
Dell
is
has
vibrating.
been on Storm Herald when I go toodaloo as well. So
Yeah, and the castle was vibrating before he was pooping. So
Yeah,
I don't think the two of them are related.
I had to upgrade the suspension in Storm Herald after I realized, what was happening after Briv went to the Toodaloo. So if Kelleck is a vegetarian, at least we know he's not eating these unicorns, right?
True.
I think the Inspector Doctor Looker Searcher title should go to Widdle at this point.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, that was just like an assumption.
It's a good assumption.
Vegetarians cheat every once in a while.
Wait a second. Okay, so where is he? We gotta save the unicorns.
Still scrying, and I'll just. So, hey, traveler, does any of this sound familiar? I mean, it's a big black castle with a lot of glitter, looking out over a horizon that vibrates. I gotta imagine that's gotta be pretty noticeable, right?
Yes, this should be something that I should be able to see. It must be invisible.
You can't see invisible things?
My powers are limited in the
Alyndra
Feywild.
can.
I certainly can. It's a shame that you can't see invisible things. May I cast Legend Lore to see if I can get any information about a glittery, vibrating castle in the Feywild?
Go ahead and cast Legend Lore. That'll
I
take
can
you
do
10 minutes.
It will.
How do you cast Legend Lore yourself?
I take out, I open up Logic and I take out my spell book. And I begin to, I light the incense that is used specifically for this. And it smells normally like your first memory of being in a really old library of leather and books. And maybe like a hint of coffee or whiskey, depending on your preference, or tea. I think for Alyndra, it's probably tea. But here in the Feywild, it's a little bit different. And here, it smells like bubbles. It smells like bubbles and grapefruit.
Like bubble gum or
bubbles?
Soapy
Just
bubble?
the idea of bubbles.
Okay.
It's the Feywild. Synesthesia's a thing.
You have not heard of this castle, but you do know that there is a giant ancient dragon turtle that roams the forest of the Feywild outside of its normal habitat.
That's
Should not be hard to find.
Okay.
In theory, unless the entire area is invisible.
But that's not invisibility isn't a problem.
Accurate.
Silly people who rely on traditional sight. No one needs that.
Well,
there's so many other ways to perceive the world.
I can't help but notice that I'm still in this cage, and I would like out. I would like out now, if that would be nice. Or I could
Is there an
my way
exchange
out.
for that?
There is no exchange. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you still haven't offered us anything for doing this job for you.
I have offered Penelope Half-Pint the title of the Traveler.
Okay, well, while we're gonna talk about that, it's just not fair to just give me the prize. You
What
gotta give
else?
something
What
to
would
my
you
friend.
all like? What
Uh,
would you like for this adventure?
Marshmallow fingernails, also.
Perfect. And marshmallow fingernails, marshmallow wings for your Kara?
No, I want assurances that you're going to send us back when we're done to the exact place and time that we were, so that we're not going back 3 billion
As
years later.
ourselves,
Yeah, as ourselves.
with our equipment, everything the same. Not.
I want your assurance that you're never going to do anything with or to Penelope without her consent, and that you're never going to ask any of us to do anything for you without our consent first.
So many rules.
I know, that's why I'm here.
rules.
I'm the boring one. Leave me alone, Briv.
I'm not going to do anything nefarious to Penelope Half-Pint. I will
That's not
do
what I
nothing.
asked.
Nefarious was not in that
I will do
deal.
nothing that Penelope Half-Pint doesn't want to do.
Oh, we can trust
Without her
Penelope.
explicit affirmative consent.
Yes, all of that. Penelope is
And?
my friend. Sorry, I lost track. What was the rest?
You're gonna send us back?
All of you, and I will remind you, the new traveler will be Penelope. I will be without my powers.
And what will you do?
Oh, I think retire, find a nice sandy beach somewhere.
Wait. No, you're not gonna. I mean, okay, traveler. Okay. I gotta talk to you in private.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm in a glass cage.
Okay. Well,
It's force.
That's
You
okay.
know
the,
what?
the rest of us will just walk over here and give you some privacy. And I'll
Okay. So, and he leans up against it. How are you doing?
Here, Widdle, I'll shield you from any of the sun, and I'll hold my wing over Widdle as we walk away.
Thank you. Okay, traveler, it's really exciting, and you know what? Me, like a day ago, would have been super excited about being the traveler and getting to roam the world and make friends and spread the word of friendship and maybe play a trick or two on people, because that is pretty fun. But I don't think I can. I mean, I can't just leave freely.
Oh. Well, you would have to. I mean, if you're the traveler, you'll basically just live forever, and then your responsibilities to the Feywild. The trees will need you. The fairies will need you. The dryads. Dryads will need you, Penelope, I find, to be their protector.
I mean, that's all I've ever wanted, but
I mean, I get that he's tall for a halfling, but yeah.
it's just, you know what? I mean, I'm sorry, traveler, but I have to be selfish for the first time in my life. I love Freely and I want to be with him forever. And I guess that means I have to give up all of that. And, I'm sure that there's other great creatures in the world who would do the same as I. To take over and take care of the forest. Maybe I don't have to take all the responsibility all the time. Maybe it's okay for me to say no.
I think that's very grown up for you. And that is not selfish in the least. If you love him, that's your choice. Don't be sad. And he just kind of leans down, and his head accidentally leans through the cage. Don't be sad. Penelope Half-Pint, you need to do what makes you happy. There'll be other protectors. And I can't imagine you ever not being a protector.
Thank you. But we will still help you with your quest today.
Oh, that's fantastic. What do you think your friends would like? Like
Well, they'd probably like to never see you again.
Well, that's hurtful. I was hoping like a billowy shirt. Or maybe trapped in a maze for fun. Or a very stinky lake?
Wow, you are like
Or
really bad at gifts.
who doesn't like a stinky lake?
I mean, I don't know. I would like it, but you know.
I have watched Briv Steelmarrow for some time, and he has at least made one stinky lake in his lifetime.
Yeah, that's true. You guys, it's okay. We're done talking now, and we're gonna get you some special gifts once this is all over. But we have a lot of discussion to figure out exactly what you want.
What kind of
But-
special gifts?
I don't need any special gifts. I'm happy to help you, Penelope. I just want to make sure that we're going to get sent back to the time and place and not get changed and not have to worry about weird things happening to us without our consent. That's all.
Oh, okay. Well, yes. All of that. Nothing weird will happen to you. I mean, outside of me. I mean, within me. I mean, nothing bad will happen that I will cause.
To any of us.
Yes.
I believe him.
I don't, but there's only so much arguing I can do with a Fae.
Hey, the Traveler, do you have a name? Or are you just known as the Traveler?
I'm just known as the Traveler. There was an imposter in Wildmount for some time who took on my name and mantle, but no, don't worry. I'm the only true traveler that you talk to.
So wait,
Penelope.
once Penelope becomes the Traveler, what are you going to be?
Well, she doesn't want to be the traveler.
Well, like,
so
you
I
want
will have to
someone
find
be,
another traveler.
But you want someone to be the Traveler, so like, what name are you going to take on after you no longer
I
have
think
that title?
Formerly known as traveler?
You could always be
Oh.
a symbol instead.
Oh, a
It's true.
symbol. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
were talking about the synesthesia of the realm.
Oh, you
Don't
could
need
be a
to-
smell.
Oh,
Ooh, yes.
Petrichor.
Oh, I love
Petricle's nice.
Petrichor right
that is
before
nice.
it rains. It's the loveliest. Well, anyways, unicorns are dying.
Oh my gosh.
And
you
I
guys.
am not made of time.
Wait,
Are you not?
one more thing.
I don't know.
The,
I
the
just say
Traveler,
profound things at different moments. And you all, heroes of the plains, the title of the show.
What show?
The show. What's happening?
What are you talking about?
Don't break the fourth wall for them. That's
Don't-
going to cause
don't-
more chaos. Don't do it.
Chat, don't tell them.
the only no,
Just
no,
point out
Orkira,
chat.
the only fourth wall in here is my wall of force.
What is a chat?
Chat, do you think they all should have marshmallow toast?
Who is chat? I don't see
I'm
anyone.
demanding to
Oh,
know
that's
who chat
Pat's
is.
I went to
my
show.
Judgy invisible owl.
Well, I have true sight. I do not see a judging invisible owl.
It's very tiny, invisible judgy owl. Chat. And
I think you're
his
lying to
his
us.
name's Chat. No, he's tiny. You can see everything, but you can't see small things. Or maybe he's so big.
Patently untrue.
Maybe
This
you're
chat
maybe you're
Sounds
standing
incredible.
on
I
chat
believe that chat is possibly the best thing that
Right
we have
now.
ever mentioned on this show.
Chat's way better than certain gods that we've encountered. Hey, Widdle, you had a question for the Traveler, and then I have a question for you, actually.
Oh, yeah, you go ahead.
If you became the Traveler, would that overwrite the whole Dark Lord thing?
I don't know. I have so many questions. Wait, what does the Traveler do? Do they travel everywhere? If they travel, they
I'm a
can get out of places. Do travelers get trapped in places?
Well, yes, I'm very much trapped in this glass cage.
It's force.
And glass. And
There's no
it's
glass. It's
beginning
just
to smell.
force.
I said what I
Well,
said.
that's your own doing.
I have chosen that this glass cage has held me too long. Chat.
They
Just
can't help you. We
save you
haven't,
from this.
we haven't
Chat.
rolled a natural 20 or a natural
Type.
1 yet.
Save the traveler.
Wait, did you hashtag save the traveler? What is that?
Yeah, oh, the hashtags are a spell component in the Feywild.
Alyndra's
sounds
rapidly
made up.
making notes.
But
So-
you haven't answered Whittle's questions.
Whittle. No.
I haven't
well,
asked you a question.
Oh.
Not the one that I meant to, anyways. There's so many. Let's start with that crystal ball you were holding earlier. You mentioned gifts.
Oh, yes. Do you want this crystal ball?
What does it do?
Well, it does many things, and I used to be better at moving it. But it could be a ballroom, an on-fire nursery. It can be whatever you dream of, or all the toys you've ever lost, like a Jester Joe. Or maybe it's a smell you've forgotten that reminds you of home. Or maybe it's your worst enemy trapped in a glass cage.
It's new glass.
It's
It's
force.
just force.
Knocks on it.
Still
Ding,
force.
ding, 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 ding. Sounds like glass to me. I am the traveler. I've
It's
spoken.
see-through force.
You can't see through. You can't see through force, but you can see through glass. What is force? And what is the force?
Magic.
Are we going into physics now? They will all get mad at me if I start giving you a physics lecture about
I will give
what
you all
force
whatever
is.
you want, and all these presents erupt like he's Santa Claus all around him.
I want you to answer.
I have
Widdle.
sensed a presence in the force.
Oh, wow. That's. Well, you just blew my mind.
I want you to answer Widdle's question. Also, before you send us on this thing, I would like a rest.
Do you wish to sleep?
I mean,
We wish to have the effects of a full rest without any time passing. Can you do it?
yeah, considering we just fought a spit elemental and some of us used some of our biggest spells.
He leans close to Orkira. Orkira Ildrex, I'm sorry that you do not trust me, but think of your happiest memory.
I think of a moment many, many years ago where a bunch of us were on Storm Herald, in between adventures, just having dinner, just enjoying each other's company. There was no imminent threats. Nobody was hurt or scared or injured. It was just calm, happy laughter and good food and the security of knowing that everybody was safe.
And you have a long rest.
Thank you.
Think of all your favorite memories of each other, and you will find rest in that.
Oh, like the time when Briv was like a catapult, and he threw me to see how far you could throw a gnome. That's one of my favorite memories.
Gnome tossing is an Olympic sport in at least some of the planes that we have been
It
in.
is? That's why you're so good at it.
So, expertise in athletics.
What's your favorite memory, Penelope?
I think my favorite memory is the very first day we all met in jail. Because that memory led to all the other memories I have.
It's very sweet. We also had that memory over and over and over
Yeah,
and over.
yeah.
I love Penelope is so ready for time travel. Like, like I'm so glad it wasn't Penelope locked in the cell with Asmodeus, because that would just have like he would have come out just not right. He wouldn't have survived it.
I could see Penelope just killing Asmodeus in that holding cell, just with her optimism and
Kill
pure
him with
joy.
kindness.
Because if you don't believe in a
Pure
god, they don't
weaponized
exist anymore, right?
kindness.
Weaponized kindness.
If anyone could weaponize kindness, it would be Penelope.
Yes.
I think all of Penelope's spells are actually just the physical manifestation of just pure optimism and kindness.
You get hit by a wall of thorny
Potential.
kindness. And Alyndra, what is your favorite memory?
And Alyndra thinks back in time and sort of passes over a moment where we're sitting on Storm Herald and Briv is up on Spiral and taking flying lessons, and everyone was just out in the sun, and then sort of goes to another memory of standing on the deck and looking at the stars right before we went into battle, and then thinks forward, and she lands on a memory and she just smiles. And she thinks about a memory that is in the future.
Oh.
And
Of all of
Briv
us.
Steelmarrow. What's your favorite? Is it all the memories of the grinding tree?
I mean, this morning at the, it's normally whatever the most recent is, and so apparently it had been. I didn't keep track, but 30 years since I had seen Mine Lover, which seems weird, but I think some kind of time travel was involved there because I certainly do not remember it being that long. But yes, it was a perfectly efficient and sensual and deep,
Ooh.
rutting moment.
Ah, yes.
Such a lovely memory.
Well,
Far
Well-
better than anything else I can think of with everyone here.
and your favorite memory, Widdle?
Aside from when Briv was testing how far you could throw a gnome, I think it was getting Rend back and killing Strahd.
Oh,
Well, do you all feel rested now?
yeah, that was really cool.
I'm so happy for all of you.
Now, can you turn Widdle into the Traveler so that she doesn't have to be a Dark Lord?
Follow-up question. You said that the crystal ball, like it's whatever your dreams are, right? So what if my dreams are not being stuck in the Shadowfell?
Well,
Does it turn
take
your dreams into
effect.
reality?
I don't know that is how it works, but
Oh.
it may come to pass, yes. But it may not happen right away.
I'm okay with not right away. Because I
then-
wouldn't want to take away the opportunity for Penelope to be the new Traveler if she changed her mind.
Well, here is a crystal ball for you.
I want a crystal ball.
And there's a crystal ball for you, Briv, and there's a crystal ball for you, Alyndra.
You get a crystal ball, and you get a
Okay,
crystal
do you
ball.
want a crystal ball?
I
The
think
troop
I'm
of
okay.
travelers.
Can I get a crystal ball, but it's like the size of a marble?
Wouldn't
It's
it
a
just
little
be a
marble
marble?
for you.
thing?
But it's a crystal marble.
Crystal marble. Ah,
All right, so we're all rested. We're all ready to save unicorns. I'm very excited.
we saved the universe, and now we are saving unicorns.
They're just as important.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, unicorns it is. So, invisible castle on a giant dragon turtle.
Ooh.
It's actually on a turtle?
Possibly in a turtle, on a turtle, near a turtle.
So we just have to find this turtle.
Sounds like Kellic was working on a turtle.
Does the turtle have a name?
Did the legend lore give me anything on a name for it?
Not specific. Well, let's see. What was his name was Scritches.
Scritches.
Aw.
Scritches the dragon turtle.
Scritches get stitches.
Let's not give Scritches stitches unless Scritches does something horrific. We've dealt with giant turtles before. It went very well. It was a young god. So, and she was lovely.
And we don't even really have to deal with this one. Just find it so we can find the castle, so that we can find the guy on the toilet. I wonder if we can get there while he's still on the toilet. That would make the fight really easy.
Not so. I am always prepared. I am too blue.
Briv, you are the exception that proves the rule. What was the
think
name of this turtle again?
Scritches.
All right,
Well,
I'm gonna
I
cast
must
locate creature and locate Scritches.
Well, I see that you're all very busy, so I must leave now. And
Why?
good
Aren't you
luck.
coming with us?
He stands up and he just lifts the imprisonment like a glass cage. Just like, and it's just his
Force.
ankles are showing, and he's just wiggling down through the forest awkwardly in the cage. I told you, I'm very powerful and important. No cage can hold me. And they tips over. Starts rolling down the hill. I'm fine. I'm doing this of my own volition.
And the Widdle casts just a wall of force just to stop him from falling.
Oh,
Within
thank
the
you. I
other
didn't need
wall
it,
of force.
But I'm fine.
Yeah, sure you did.
Goodbye, my friends.
Oh, goodbye. It was nice meeting you.
Well, hopefully he'll be back. Hopefully he'll be back to send us back once we do the thing. But
They weren't really my friend, but farewell all the same.
no, Penelope's my friend, and you're all my friends, and so I'm doing this for Penelope.
Thank you.
Indeed.
But, I mean, we should be doing it for the unicorns. If not for the traveler, then for the unicorns.
And you do see behind where you were talking to the traveler, there is a grove full of unicorns, all of them missing their horns. All of them faded, as if the color itself has been sucked out of them. And you see about 50 of them. They all look unwell, and they're being attended to by various sprites and Herringon, these tiny little bunnies that have swords and shields, or kind of outposted around them, protecting them.
Do I think I could cast Regenerate and fix one of these horns?
Go ahead and try.
Penelope, would you introduce me to the unicorn?
Oh, yeah, of course.
And she'll find the closest, maybe even like the most sickly looking one, and just
Good
say,
idea.
You know,
What did you say?
hello? I'm sorry to bother you, but we're here to help. What's your name?
My name's Jibs. How are you doing? I'm Jibs the Unicorn. How are you? Yeah? You talk slow.
This is my friend Orkira here, and we're
Stop tearing up the horn. I know I don't have a horn. You're making me very insecure about the lack of horn right now.
Well, actually, that's why we're here. Can we?
Who are you?
I'm Orkira. She just introduced me. I was gonna try to help if you're okay with me trying to help.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with me not having a horn, and I'm still a unicorn. You can. You want to help? You help.
What a rude unicorn. Let's just turn it into steak.
What a rude metal man.
Oh, always.
Hey, unicorn, where you from?
Uh,
Your accent sounds familiar.
I'm mostly from, I'm Bridge and Tunnel Unicorn.
Hey, me too. Which bridge?
I don't know. There was like a headless man.
Yeah. That's pretty close to my hometown. Now, Butaria. We exports of butter. You ever been there?
Yeah, I feel like we're oversharing right now. No, I've not been. You make butter? That's what you do?
I mean, it's our bread and butter. It's our main export.
Wait, is it a mine of butter?
It's a long story, but there's a very salty lake. It's very viscous. That's where we source our butter.
She's not the one helping me, right? I just want to be clear.
That's very. You know what? What were you saying about people being?
You already have 2 horns. You got one to spare. I trust you. You've kept your horns. This one.
She's
I don't know about this one.
She's helping by distracting you while I give this a try. And I've taken my hand and placed it over. I'm assuming there's like a stump of this horn.
Yes.
So Orkira puts her hand over the stump. So what I'm casting is Regenerate, and what she's going to try to do, because it says the target's severed body members, fingers, legs, tail, so on, if any, are restored after 2 minutes. So her hand glows, and she'll use her fingers to grab hold of the stump, and like she's pulling glass, will pull the stump of the horn to reform it into a full horn for this unicorn.
And you do so.
Wow. I feel so much better.
Oh, I feel great. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Woo! I was feeling very grouchy. Thank you so much for helping me.
Wait, what happened to your accent?
Oh, that was my grumpy accent.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of useful because
dialect.
When someone's grumpy just by their accent, like
Widdle, are you grumpy?
Am I always grumpy?
Is that the problem?
Are you grumpy right now?
Pull the horn out of her head, Orkira.
I mean, I'm not. I'm a freaking Dhampir werewolf going to the Shadowfell forever. So yeah, I guess.
I mean, anyone would be grumpy with that situation.
Yeah, I don't feel like I was grumpy before I knew that though.
I mean, the Dhampir werewolf part isn't bad, so there's nothing to be grumpy about being a werewolf.
Maybe it's more the Shadowfell making me grumpy. You know what? I don't believe you. Bridge and
Are
tunnel.
we going to be able to heal all of these zero corns?
I can if we stay here long enough. I think it's even if I could, we still gotta go get the horns away from the guy in the toilet. That's probably a good idea. But it's good to know if we can't get the horns back, that at least we can do something for the unicorns.
Yeah, okay, let's go. We gotta find this turtle.
And you hear a voice, hello!
Hello?
And
Hello?
out of the moss, a little mushroom sprouts. Hello!
Oh, no!
Oh, we were warned
Hello!
about them.
And the one
hello.
pops up. Hello! Pop, 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 pop. And you are surrounded by mushrooms with little tiny spears. Hello!
Hello.
Penelope Half-Pint.
It's okay. I speak mushroom. Hello to my mushroom friends.
Would you
Those are
like
just the fun
help?
words.
On
From
your
you,
quest.
maybe not.
Fine, our feelings are not hurt.
I mean, fine, we would love some help. We're looking for a giant turtle.
Then we will help you find the giant turtle!
What a ridiculous language.
And you just see about 30 feet of tiny little mushrooms sprout up out of the moss. Just angry. Some of them kind of ripped and muscular, just like they've been just lifting all day. Just lifting.
Those are the beefsteak mushrooms. Beefcake mushrooms.
All the portobellos, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they start following you around. These little, cheery, weirdly
Ooh, they're nice
muscular
for
mushrooms.
this.
I mean, why are they... Oh, wait, sorry. I gotta speak mushroom. Why are they following us? Aren't we supposed to follow them?
Hey, Penelope. You got any idea why these mushrooms are so swole?
Sorry, I was just taken aback by what a great accent Orkira has when she says mushroom. It's so good.
Oh,
So
thanks.
natural.
I've been trying to practice from you.
Oh, it's wonderful. Yeah.
You'd be surprised how close mushroom and and primordial are. It's
Right.
basically just primordial sped up.
Yeah.
Hey, Penelope, since you speak their language, can you ask them where Calic is?
I mean, I think. Wait a second. Why are you following us? You should be leading us, please.
Oh, we did not figure that out. We will take you there now.
Wow, I stand by what I said earlier.
They all start marching off into the forest.
All right, here we go.
Onward, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As you
They
enter
were
the
the
forest,
last to see him, apparently, according to the traveler. So
you start moving through the forest, and in a clearing, you see an entire pumpkin patch as well. You see scarecrows. The
Alyndra's
scarecrows-
hand twitches for her weapons.
Excellent.
We've had bad times in pumpkin patches.
Yeah, this place is nothing but truffle.
Oh no, you did not.
Damn.
You just see Widdle like, hey.
And when you say that, a truffle appears out of the ground. Just boop.
You gotta be careful what you say here in the Feywild, Orkira.
And then it grows tiny little spider legs and just kind of crawls around and up a tree. spider truffle.
I mean, that looked like a fun guy.
Oh no, the Feywild is getting to Orkira.
Well,
Listen, I didn't want to come here.
One
in
by
the first
one,
place.
we've lost. Just for those at home, this is a very tight wig. There
I'm
may
sorry,
be
was
some
that
blood
in poor
lost.
taste?
Get out. Well played.
Shame.
Well played.
Shame.
Shiitake.
I have no regrets, none in this moment.
You as you make your way through this pumpkin patch, you are suddenly unsettled. You immediately notice that the scarecrows are magical, Alyndra.
I hate these things.
Wait, the mushrooms or the scarecrows? Because the mushrooms are kind of growing on me.
The moment Orkira says this, just pop, 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 pop. We are Orkira mushrooms.
I pick one off and I look at it. Does it have little wings?
And it breathes fire.
Oh.
And little tiny fungi wings.
Fungi wings.
I don't know. This is what happens when B Dave is not around.
Listen, you brought us to the Feywild. I'm
Oh,
just playing
he's
along.
the center.
It's his fault.
That explains a lot.
This is not my doing.
Mhm.
This is my natural hair. Yeah, he's a cute little fungi, and
He's a fun
clearly
guy.
an Orkira fungi.
Hey,
Fun
what's
guy.
up? What's up with the scarecrows? I ask the fungus.
You,
The fungus among us.
you won't understand you. You gotta speak mushroom.
What's up with the scarecrows?
Yeah, much better.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Oh,
What's up with the scarecrows?
Oh, you are not any help. And I'll toss it over to be with the other ones that are following us.
You do see suddenly the scarecrows get off of their poles.
Stop right there.
All the scarecrows stop. They freeze in position.
What did you want? Why? What are you doing?
I'm sorry, we were just about to harvest the pumpkins.
Could you just wait a few?
And we're watching out for those giant crows. And you see these dragon-like crows flying up above you. Also, the Jabberwocky.
I'm sorry, the what?
See the giant dragon that's about to land on all of us? Did you not notice?
I mean,
Twas
did I?
brillig.
And the slithy toes did gyre and gimble in the wave.
And you see this giant green dragon, derpy, large-eyed, horrible at flying creature just and you feel the feeling of fear kind of like almost waft over you, but not quite. As this large creature, just gangly and weird, like a bald cat. It's just too long in the front and too short in the back, and its head like a giraffe in length. Nothing about this thing makes sense. It has big white eyes like a fish that's deep underwater. It just looks like a giant dragon weasel. And it lands before you, and wind just kind of just pushes all around you. A bunch of the scarecrows lose some of their straw at the same time, and it just goes, and you see spit flying out of its mouth at all of you.
I speak to it in Draconic. Hi, can we help you?
It seems genuinely confused by your actions.
Oh, wait, hold on. Hi, can we help you?
Roll initiative.
Dang it! I should have trusted my instinct and cast this band's shield.
Oh my god.
I'm too busy talking to this dragon. I rolled a 1.
No, yay, chaos!
Yay,
like we need
chaos.
more of that.
Because all we need in the Feywild is a bit of chaos.
4-3. Listen, if we're gonna do this, we might as well lean into it, right?
So I got a 21.
21 for Briv as well.
Perfect.
I have an 8.
I'm going. All right, sorry, I got to restart it. So there we go. All right. Can someone keep track of that for me real quick? Okay, I got it working.
Okay.
Technical difficulties. What did you get, Briv?
21.
21. Frida, you got nothing. Penelope.
13.
What is Freely doing right now?
He's just hanging out. You all disappeared. He's like hanging out with Dad, probably.
Oh.
Orkira?
I got a 3.
Man, you in initiative. Widdle.
21.
Whoa. Alyndra?
8.
On track. And I didn't miss anyone. Okay, good. Perfect. Oh, that was loud
Whoa.
and painful. I'm sorry.
Was that a D20?
That was very loud.
I feel like I don't know.
Okay. All right. Briv, what are you doing? You see this massive, huge, gangly, strange dragon looming above you, screeching, just.
So over decades of battle, I think I probably at this point would get a general sense of if a creature intends me harm. Am I picking up that this creature is poised to attack, or can I pick up on whether this creature doesn't want a piece of us?
This thing definitely wants to attack, and I need you to actually make a DC 18 Charisma saving throw right now. As
Okay.
this is making weird, awful noises, just burbling, gawking, and just kind of crowing at you.
Is it fear based?
No, it's
Okay, just
just
making sure. Yeah.
confusing. It's confusing. It's just,
charisma. I'm very good at that. That is a 32.
Perfect. Okay, you
I have
save.
a plus 15 charisma save. Wow. All right. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and through. I lunge forward, snicker snack with my blade, and
Okay,
attack the Jabberwock.
excellent. Go ahead and
Frabjous day.
All right. So first one. So does a. So it's 12. It'll be 27 hit.
27 definitely hits.
Okay. And the other one's a 28. So both of those are going to hit. And I suppose I am going to go ahead and smite, because that's what you do.
That is what you do.
So we're going to smite on both of those. And that is going to be, oh man, so many dice.
So don't brag.
Yeah. I'm going to actually roll that here if I can. Let me see. Wait, what? Can I not roll dice anymore on this? What is happening with D&D
Too many-
Beyond?
you
I don't know
dice.
anymore.
Whittle,
Just
you
way
are
too
on
many
deck.
dice.
Yep.
Tell me again, what's your tenant? Why you're counting up your dice at the same time?
my tenets are: be the best. Thou hast to pass the test. Thou hast to make it all the way to the top of the mountain. Thou canst do it again. All right, so let's see. So that is 78 plus 70. So all right, so that's 14d8 plus that. Okay, got it.
You paladins and your smites. What are you readying up, Whittle?
A crystal ball.
A crystal ball?
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay, that's a total between the two attacks of 112 points of damage.
100. Whoa! Holy
Dang.
crap! Like, how do you
Snicker
attack?
snack. I walk forward and my blade shines out snicker snack. That's the only way that you can deal with the Jabberwock.
Okay. So you do a total of 112 points of damage. Immediately it's just like,
Beware the steel marrow, my son. The sword that scratched, the claws that smush. No.
Oh, he chortled in his joy.
The mouth that spits.
This fits the sword that slashed.
all right, now I kind of need this fiction.
Don't tempt me there, Kenreck.
Yeah.
I'll write it.
Widdle, what are you doing?
So.
Oh, I need you to roll a charisma saving throw, though.
Oh no, that's my dump stat. It was almost a nat 20. It's a 10.
Total?
Yep. It's my dump stat.
You cannot take any reactions until the start of your next turn, and you have to roll 1d4 to determine what you do right now. Can you roll me a 1d4?
I love it.
I had a plan. 2.
2. You just sit there. Why do you just sit there? Tell me why. This thing's just like, again, it looks like the weasel from Suicide Squad. It's just like,
Why do I just sit here? Probably because I was going to cast weird on this weird creature. And instead, I thought of the scariest, weirdest creature that would scare me and paralyze me. And I cast weird on myself.
Okay. You cast weird on yourself. What does weird do to you?
But please don't actually do
I'm not
the
going to like
full
oh, yeah,
damage
okay.
effect of weird.
No, you're fine.
It basically draws on the deepest fears of a group of creatures, but there is a damage that it does that requires a wisdom saving throw.
You cast on yourself
damage.
and you essentially are like just scared. You're just like completely cowering before this Jabberwock.
You know, I had this whole cool thing planned with the crystal ball, make connective tissue.
I know that feel. I watched Asmodeus just get his butt beat.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Penelope Half-Pint, what are you doing? Yeah, Widdle just like casts a spell at herself, like just shoots herself in the face with a spell.
Oh, you know what she did? She
Feywild, directions are strange here.
The crystal, it was a crystal ball in her hand, and you see her blow at this crystal ball, and this bubble lifts off her hand towards this creature, but the wind shifts right back into her face.
Like a water balloon.
Paralyzed.
Like your face just gets hit by a water balloon powered water like bubble. And
Yeah,
your
like
whole face
someone
just rivets in slow motion, just like
yeah. Like someone catapulting a water balloon at my face in just slow motion fear.
Yeah, perfect. Penelope Half-Pint.
Penelope sees.
I need a Christmas saving throw.
Oh no!
Do we get bonus from being near Briv?
You do. You always do.
+4, you always do.
What
If
was,
you're within
what was
30
the
feet.
save?
I got
18.
a 24, 7, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Perfect. Those passive buffs.
Right?
I almost said that like David Bowie on accident. Those passive buffs.
So I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay. Penelope sees that this creature, who just looks confused and adorable, just got hit really hard by Briv, and she's just gonna hop out in front of Briv, or close to him, and just go. And she's gonna start doing like the dragon dance, which I just made up.
On a dark desert highway.
Yeah,
exactly. Dragon
Little
dance.
And she's just gonna be like, look into my soul, look into my soul.
And she's casting Dominate Beast.
All
So
right, go ahead.
I need a Wisdom 18 save.
Oh, that is not this thing's strength. The crystal ball's in the way of my dice roll.
Do you need? Would
let
you
me
like
just say
assistance with this, Penelope?
A 5.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. It does get advantage because it is being attacked by my friends.
Does this count as being charmed or frightened? Actually,
It's charmed.
No. It is immune to charm.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, there goes my action. So then Penelope's just like, hey, over here. Maybe just my personality will.
It just looks at you. It's just like,
Okay.
and what's your AC? It's taking a legendary action.
Oh my god, it's a 17.
Penelope. It looks like it's just like going to be your best friend ever, and then just goes and unhinges its jaw and just swallows you whole and sucks you up off the ground as you're doing your little tiny dance, and you see a little Penelope-sized bump in its throat. Just go.
How much did it hit by?
Enough.
More than 4?
Yeah.
Oh.
And yeah, you just see the little lump as Penelope go into the Jabberwock chest. Somewhere in there. And we are now on Alyndra. And it's not coughing. It's It's like and like leaves are like coming out of its mouth from the bush.
I would like, please, to cast Maze on the creature, not on Penelope, but on the creature, and banish it into a labyrinthine demiplane. There is no save. It will be there until it will need to escape using a DC 20 intelligence check on its turn.
Do I go with it?
Oh, man, like this has to be uncovered at some point. Maze on a creature that is in a stomach.
I feel like that's a DM call.
Does the spell specify, is it only a single creature? One creature?
It is one. It is you banish a creature that you can see within range.
Penelope is not that.
That's true.
I mean, if I would just like to say.
Well, it's a whole nother adventure otherwise. So there's no save for this, correct?
Correct.
Intelligence to get out.
Intelligence to get out, and it's there for up to 10 minutes unless it manages to escape using a DC 20 intelligence check. And when it makes those checks, I would like to know about it.
Yeah, it's got -3. I think you're going to be okay. This is not the rat that got out of the maze. However, all of its stomach contents remain, including Penelope Half-Pint. And you just see, how does it disappear?
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, it just like pops away out of the ground, and you just see a big thing of like pumpkin seeds and mash and goo, and a few bodies of like elves it's eaten, and a couple of other like just trash cans. Just random things, rocks. And you see Penelope in the center of all of it, and she just plops down onto the ground.
All right. I think we should perhaps continue on our journey.
That was amazing! Did you see that, guys? I can check
Penelope,
that one
I
off
see
of my
what you did
bucket
there.
list.
And one of the scarecrows like walks over to you, Penelope, and helps pick you up. Oh, sorry about the goo. I'm glad you got rid of the Jabberwock. I appreciate that. We were really worried it's going to eat all our pumpkins.
Oh, it's going to be back shortly, but if you'd like to set a trap for it before it returns.
Oh, we don't know how to make traps.
Then I suggest you collect pumpkins quickly.
All right, okay, scarecrows. We're going to head out. Everyone, get the wagon. We're going to take our pumpkins somewhere else. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Any advice about unicorns, dragon turtles, Kenreck, Warduke?
Oh, you're saying a lot of things very quickly. I'm a scarecrow. I'm mostly made of hay.
Fair enough.
No brain.
Don't insult him.
I read that one time in a book. It's called a book. Alyndra.
You actually can't believe everything.
This is the first time I wish I was playing Avon right now. I'm just like, you, what? Oh, excellent. You've seen one.
All right, mushrooms. We should keep going.
We should keep going.
Dost thou even know where in the 9 hells we are actually headed?
And
we are not in the 9 hells. We're in the Feywild.
I just gotta say that I love this.
I am still very scared and I have a crystal ball.
You keep moving forward, and you've almost got like a white road made out of mushrooms with tiny little spears and shields moving forward in front of you.
Mycelium are powerful.
And you reach. They start to seem nervous. They seem agitated. And especially your tiny little Orkira mushrooms, which there are about 12 growing on you. I don't know how many you've picked. They get bigger the longer you let them grow.
Then I'm going to let them grow because they've got eyes, right?
Yeah, they got eyes.
Okay, so now I've got multiple eyes. How much is my passive perception?
Yeah, you have blind. Yeah, you have 40 passive perception.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, these are growing on me.
Yeah. Wow, we don't even have anything at stake for these puns. I mean,
if we had some steak,
Widdle,
then we could have some
if
steak
Widdle
and mushrooms.
turns,
It'd be great.
You'll need a steak.
Side note, Alyndra will no longer eat mushrooms.
Oh, yeah. That's
Add
pretty
it
much
to the
ruined
list.
mushrooms.
She's vegetarian already.
Imagine this
now.
is Alyndra like
Friends.
Captain America. I'll add it to the list. You continue. You move forward. But
Well, I
then
guess I will ask the ones that are on my shoulder. Hey, so why are you suddenly nervous?
I think we're suddenly nervous because we can smell ourselves cooking.
That would be a reason.
Do I
Yeah,
smell much?
marinara.
Do I smell mushroom soup?
You do. There's a hut in the forest just ahead, and you see a warm, inviting glow. It looks like a beautiful hut, meticulously taken care of. And you smell the bubbling of a cauldron, what smells like tomato paste, and also mushrooms.
Well, that's not a dragon turtle or a big shiny castle.
Correct. Well, I say
Accurate.
we continue to where we are going.
I think
Okay.
we're going to need to give that a lot of shroom.
You start moving. How do you walk past it? Do you move off the path, off the road? Oh yeah, all the mushrooms are like very nervous.
I mean, yeah, I think we hustle.
Okay.
Are there are no traps or anything on the path, right? Do I see anything with your sight?
No.
Okay.
You don't. You don't see any traps on the path. There's lots of various weird creatures kind of giving you safe passage, including a few madcaps and things like that know that perhaps you are outside of their fighting weight.
Mother said, straight ahead, stay on the path or you'll be misled.
And then you hear the screaming of mushrooms from inside the hut being cooked.
No, why? Stop! No!
Penelope, can you
no.
just shoot a jet of water there and extinguish any fire so we can keep moving?
Yeah, sure.
Do you got a jet of water spell in there?
I have one. And
Oh
Briv
no!
pulls out his decanter of water.
And you
That's
go
a
over
much
to the
better
hut.
thing than we were concerned that you were going to pull out.
Geyser!
A very surprised hag. You douse the flames of their fire, where they're literally cooking spaghetti sauce out of live sentient mushrooms. And you strike her right in the face with water, and you just hear screaming immediately.
Are you melting?
No. Why would I melt? Why have you ruined my dinner?
Because you
Yeah.
were
Because
eating
they told me to.
the sentient creatures?
They're just mushrooms. I'd eat you, though. I'll eat all of you.
Or not?
Why?
She starts gearing up to cast a spell at you.
Oh, please counterspell. Honestly, we're
She
quite
starts
busy
spinning up
right
another
now.
one.
Counterspell, please. We are quite busy.
I don't know if you want to see my counterspell, and I light up and I get ready to cast a fireball.
Okay, fine. Make your way. Take your little almost cooked mushroom buddies with you.
I mean, are
But
any
I'll
of
be
them
seeing
actually
you
all the way cooked?
later.
Because I am a little hungry.
See, he gets it. It doesn't taste good unless it has a brain.
Oh, they're
I
mind
agree.
flayers. Okay,
Completely.
really need to destroy her now. And I'm gonna. Are all the mushrooms out of the house?
For intents and purposes, we'll say that the mushrooms have been leaping and running out of the windows, through the sink,
Perfect.
under
then
the door. They're
Then
running.
I need the hag to make a dexterity saving throw DC 20 as I'm casting fireball.
Oh, Orkira, put a cap on it.
Oh, Briv, that's a good
Would
one.
you like some assistance here, Orkira? Do we need to be certain that this succeeds?
I only cast it at 3rd level, so no.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. If I have to be more serious about this, then I have more serious fire.
It does succeed its dexterity saving throw.
Okay, only takes 10 fire damage, and I
Okay.
will queue up another, and also the house sets on fire. And I will queue another, and I will say,
Fireball doesn't actually ignite things, but I will allow it. Yeah, the hut catches fire. Weirdly enough, Firebolt, I think, is the only thing that does, right?
Fireball says the fire spreads around
Oh, it
corners.
does?
It ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay, for some reason, I thought they, like, restricted it to Firebolt a while back. I was just like, I always thought that was a bit weird. Perfect. Yeah, the hut is now on fire. It's like,
All right, you can leave now. That's great. Thank you for
Stop.
burning down my home.
thank you
Stop
for
eating sentient creatures.
and threatening us in creepy ways.
You
Now,
wouldn't want them to threaten you or eat you.
I mean, I
so.
do all of those things.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of with Briv on this. Is why I haven't said anything. I mean, people gotta eat. It's the way of nature. And I mean, it wasn't cool that she was cooking him live. So okay, here's the deal. You have to. If you're gonna like hunt things that are alive, you gotta kill them before you cook them. Okay, because that's just mean.
Put them out of their misery.
Also, do some research into what fungi
now
actually
I
are
will
capable
kill
of. You might be a bit
right.
more concerned about what you're doing by destroying that ecological system because they are quite powerful beings.
I do not feel like I want to be lectured while my hut is being set on fire and burned down around me. So
Briv,
please make
killing
way.
our
goes,
friends.
Geyser, and he starts putting the hut out.
Does you hit it right in the face and you knock the hag over into the fire, but you also douse the fire at the same time, and you can go on your way. You now have more mushrooms in your mushroom army.
What a strange random encounter.
You move further ahead, and you do, or Carrot, you start feeling a very heavy vibration nearby. And Alyndra, you do notice that one of the hills in the distance is moving. Like there's like 3 hills, and one of them is like.
Do I
walking
see
by
an
the others.
invisible glittery
You
castle?
do
on top?
see an invisible glittery castle.
Oh, it's that one right there.
Right when where?
Where?
Right there. The one that's. Do you see the hill that's moving? It's right on top there. It's quite tacky.
I'm very much here for someone who can see invisible things but doesn't realize and will never understand that no one else can see them.
You know the most dangerous thing about this castle when I was scrying on this guy? The glitter.
It gets everywhere.
Yeah. It's the curse of the Feywild.
It's coarse.
I'm more terrified of having to deal with the glitter than I am with the guy, but here we are.
Gets into everything.
Once had a bag of holding. It was a used bag of holding. It had glitter in it, and it just could not get it out. You ended up with all of your equipment covered. It was a nightmare. But we'll deal with that later. First, we need to find out why they're taking these horns, stop with that situation, and get that. So
Well,
All right.
when I scried, he was doing the evil laughter thing, so I don't think it's for good reasons.
do they understand that that's just telegraphing? It's just so blatant.
Yeah, but it's the same reason that they monologue, you know? It's just the thing, I guess. I don't know. Well,
It's a cry for
hopefully-
attention is what it is.
yeah. I mean, he did stop laughing when he got on the toilet, so there was at least that.
Okay.
And
I
if
laugh
he's
on
still
the
sitting on
toilet
the
all the
toilet,
time.
we could get advantage on him.
Absolutely. Alyndra, lead on.
Catch him with his pants down, literally.
Mhm.
Onward.
All right.
Are the
You get
mushrooms
closer.
still with us?
Yes, they are.
What is thine plan here, mushrooms? Oh, wait. What is thine plan, mushrooms?
Our plan is to be heroes.
The hills are alive with the sound of grumbling.
Music.
The hills
No.
are alive. It's a dragon turtle.
With
Atop it is
songs
built.
that cannot be sung for legal reasons.
It's only a few bars.
So thou shalt go in and create a distraction.
Okay. And they go ahead, and some of Orkira's mushrooms fly ahead. Awkwardly. In the distance, you see this miniature mushroom army, some of them flying, some of them running. As they get further and further away, they don't look unlike an actual army to you from forced perspective. And they climb up on the turtle and start heading into the glittery castle.
How close are we as well to this turtle?
You've now gotten close enough that the dragon turtle is not even aware of you. It is a very, very tired, grumbly turtle. Just.
And I can check this one off at the bucket list.
How many turtles did you have on your bucket list, Penelope?
I got like all the turtles.
Okay, that's fair. Did you want to talk to Morla, or are we just going into the castle?
Well, we're on a mission, so maybe later.
All right. The scales on this turtle are so big, you can actually make an athletics check or acrobatics to climb up it. Imagine climbing up a dune worm. Oh yeah, this guy right here. Yeah. I know what you do. I know you're doing the thing.
I look over at Alyndra and I hold out my arms.
Thank you. Give you a big ol' hug.
I think
Widdle, you just spider climb anyways, so you just
I know. I have advantage on acrobatics and got a 22, so I'm just like.
you're just walking sideways up it.
33.
Briv, you're just creating your own climbing tools as you are like going up of it. Penelope, what are you doing?
Oh, Penelope's gonna spider climb as well.
Oh, you can't spider climb?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay. Widdle's is much creepier. Like she's just like, doing the most vampire-like spider climb.
Like she doesn't know if she wants to be a vampire or a spider, but it's somewhere in between and it's super cursed.
What's
Vampire?
I mean, hey, you got an aesthetic. You might as well lean into it.
Hideous.
How does Penelope spider climb? What is the juxtaposition? Juxtaposition? What is apparently
when
that's
you're
a word I just
trying
can't
really
say.
hard
How you
to
doing there,
mash two
Todd?
things together
Juxtaposition.
or put them side by side, it's the juxtaposition.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you, when you see like a dandelion seed or whatever, just like she kind of just rolls as a bush. It kind of just her bush attached, like kind of sticks, and she just rolls
You're just
up.
like you're just a tumbleweed that goes up the dragon turtle.
And she's just like, wee.
That's my bush.
All right, you find yourselves at the very, very front in the portcullis of the glittery black castle.
Do we see a window?
We don't see anything, do we?
Do I see a window?
Yeah, no, only Alyndra can see the castle.
Hey, Alyndra, do you see a
do
window?
see an old man taking a dump off the side of it, though.
Oh, I would move away from that
Floating in
right
the
now.
sky.
Out of that. Oh goodness.
Oh,
And
it's a
also, by the way,
shitstorm.
all of it, including the sea, is invisible as well. So you're getting the full show.
Yes, I will minor illusion, just like a censored bar, so I
Like
don't
it.
have to.
A privacy
It's
illusion.
not fair. Yes, it's not fair to look in on someone like that without their permission. Again, consent.
You,
I have
mi- you,
consent.
you basically minor illusion an American bathroom stall, which only covers from like the neck to the knees.
Yep. Precisely.
War Duke, we have intruders.
Oh God.
War Duke, intruders.
Okay,
is
everyone.
this Mordred's cousin?
So
No, I
he's-
can't handle it right now. I'm on the. Literally, I'm. No.
So he's
It's
like
your turn.
he's hanging out, as it were.
Yes.
Alyndra, point me where his shirt is.
Would a dispel magic here make the castle visible?
Go ahead.
Okay, I will cast dispel magic.
There's no save on that.
It's an instantaneous. No.
The illusion breaks on this.
It's for each spell 4th level or higher on the target. So 3rd level or lower ends 4th or higher. It's an ability check using spellcasting ability. It's 10 plus spells level.
The illusion stops, but unfortunately there is a contingency, and it's a terrible one. As the invisibility stops in the castle, the glitter erupts off of the castle and all over each and every one of you, making attacks now at advantage.
But
as you are shiny, glittery, especially Widdle, who is a glittery vampire.
Oh no.
But his butt is still hanging out. We can see it now, right?
We're in the twilight.
His
of
butt
this
is very
show.
glittery.
I've
This
got
is the skin
Alyndra-
of a monster.
his butt is glittery. I'm gonna have advantage on this.
You
and I'm
just
gonna
gotta like pop open your chest a little bit, just like look at this. just we're like diamonds. It's the worst.
It's always the worst. Alyndra's in one arm. I'm gonna grab him by the shirt.
You're
I'm gonna
grabbing
yank him out.
You're grabbing Kellic by the
Yeah,
shirt while he's on the
I'm
can.
Yeah. Which
All right.
means well,
no
he's
one's
not.
winning in this. No one's
Listen,
winning.
and I would like to yank him outside and drop him.
What are you doing? Oh God! And he drops onto the ground. And he's still got his robe around his ankles, and he's just like, "Excuse me."
Orkira, he didn't even wipe.
That's not nice. That's true. Since I haven't. Well, I don't know. I'm a sorcerer.
I would like to.
Sorcerer only wipes when he means to.
Hey, what have you done with the unicorns?
What? Nothing. I've done
You're gonna
nothing.
give back all of the horns right now, or I'm gonna do something that you don't want.
Oh no, did someone do something terrible to the unicorns? That's awful. We must find them.
I don't believe you.
Yes, that's so. Well, no, that's not nice.
Does Briv believe him?
I don't know. Let's. Oh my God. 25. Does he?
That is a 26. 26. I do not believe him. I think he has the unicorn horns.
Then so it shall be. And Penelope's gonna like pull out a flea and throw it at him, and she's gonna cast infestation underneath him.
Oh,
His-
gross. All right. Well, it's happening.
And Widdle is also gonna cast hold person and like cuff his feet back to the toilet so he can't move.
Anytime you're ready, War Duke. War Duke! And the portcullis comes down, and you see this dread helm and glowing red eyes as you have attacked this defenseless old man and cast hold person on him, and he is not even wiped. And he is now infested as well, so that's
He can
getting
still
everywhere.
use his hands.
Yeah. And you see War Duke, resplendent, just freshly oiled, with his armor and other parts oiled as well. And his helmet and his glowing red eyes. And he pulls out his flaming red sword. Bro! You look frozen, bro. I told you need to make the toilet invisible as well. Bro! All right, I'm gonna kill you. You leave Kellic alone.
Briv, this is your chance.
Very well. If thou dost want to die here today, then we can do this little dance.
I'm not. No, bro. You're gonna die today.
That is
You're gonna
not
die.
how this will happen.
And he starts flexing each of his pecs.
No. You're gonna die today, bro.
Listen, we can do single combat.
Yeah, just a minute.
And he starts just oiling up his leg.
I just gotta get limber, okay? You gotta stretch, bro.
No, they're gonna be busy for a while, and I'm gonna land with Alyndra next to the sorcerer, and I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth. He needs to make a Charisma saving throw DC 20.
This is actually what he's really good at.
Oh, I
Yeah,
had
but-
foreseen this moment.
But she's foreseen this moment, so
And he has a 7.
Plus 5 is okay. So
it's not
still
a 20.
It's not a 20. You are correct. We have mathed.
What are you doing with the unicorn horns?
I am draining all of the power of the unicorn horns and making myself an even more powerful sorcerer, gaining levels beyond even that of level 20.
Just for funsies, or do you have a further plan?
I just want to metagame a bit. I just want to be very powerful.
Yeah, but
You
what's the
do
point?
know what happened back in Netheril, don't you? When they tried to do that.
No.
They made me.
Well, that too, yes.
What's the point of having all this power if you're not going to use it for anything?
I'm going to use it for lots of stuff.
Like what?
A bigger castle. Maybe a bigger turtle.
And then
Maybe some hair.
Wait, canst thou just buy a turtle like this?
No. But
How
there's
dost thou find one?
there are turtle wranglers. Yes. But
Turtle wranglers for a turtle this big?
yes. Of course. Where are you
We
from?
are in the wrong line of work.
Turtle wrangling is a very profitable pastime.
Why don't you just go become a turtle wrangler then?
I don't want to be a turtle wrangler. I just want to
Okay.
buy the turtle. Just because I like cows doesn't mean I want to be a cowboy.
why are we talking about cows?
I don't know. I was just trying to find a
So-
metaphor and analogy.
So you're
for
just
it.
trying to pull the power
I
from
just
the
wish to be
unicorn
powerful.
horns.
Yes, drain all the power of the unicorn horns and become an immortal god.
But and then what will you do?
Well, then I will rule the
Immortality
Feywild.
is not all it's cracked up to be. It's quite boring after some time. Even we elves get bored, and we don't live an immortal life. It's a long, long time. People think that living forever is this wonderful thing where you will just be enjoying things forever. No, you have to sit and watch everyone you care about die. You have to then
I am
watch
so
the
bored
world
even
change.
listening to this explanation. Canst thou imagine the actual
I
living
thought you
of
were
it?
fighting Warduke.
Yeah.
I'm
Weren't
stretching.
you oiling up your various parts to go
I come
smash them
pre-oiled.
together?
Pre-oiled.
Bro, you could just hang out with me. I can get you a fiery sword. You could join me in my glittery
I
castle.
don't need a fiery sword, but the glittery castle is kind of nice, and I do like the turtle.
You know, you could just leave this group, bro.
Widdle
Listen.
cast reverse gravity on the Warduke.
No, what? Not cool, bro.
Dude,
what's
it
the
just-
save?
Dex 19.
Okay. He evades it.
Okay, that's fine because Kellic is still chained to the toilet.
And very quickly, he takes a swipe at Briv.
Oh,
What's your armor class, Briv?
I was still stretching. Well, if I need to, I can try to make it higher, but it's 22.
It definitely. Well, I mean, it's 27.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I could do that, but I'd have to roll max, so we'll say no.
Okay. You get hit by the fiery sword of Warduke, and oh my god.
Tickles.
You take 83 points of fire damage.
What?
It
No,
just
I don't.
fire just erupts from the sword all over you.
And I want to emerge unscathed by using my boon of invincibility. And then I'm going to dust off my shoulder.
Perfect. And Kellic breaks out of the hold person spell at this moment as well, and immediately casts the cantrip I can't pronounce to clean himself.
Prestidigitation?
And lightning and storm erupts all around you. Now
I'm sorry
you
if you
will
can't
I
pronounce
want
that
the
spell.
monologue. I want the monologue. I've earned it. I've earned my monologue. I want
Fine.
the monologue.
You're
you ruined-
tantruming instead of monologuing.
You ruined it. You ruined my monologue.
That's what
I
I do.
know.
I'm
Whatever
very
shall
good
we
at
do?
ruining things.
I'll listen to you.
No, I'm just going to cast Fireball. He shoots Fireball at all of you. I-
Counterspell.
Yeah, you got more counter spells left in you?
I do. And I can upcast if I need to. It's the first time we fought a caster in a long time.
It's a level 7. I mean, it's a. So you need to be a 17. Is that correct? He's casting at level 7.
Okay.
It's 10 plus for counter. It's 10 plus the level of the spell, right?
It's 10 plus the spell's level. Yeah.
And you're the one that's roll, right, or him?
She does.
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah, she
do
does.
for the counter.
Yeah, sorry, I haven't had a counter spell in a while.
I don't want to upcast that.
Can I ask, while she's considering her
Mhm.
options, do I get the sense there's a lot of fire going on here? There's a fire sword, and he's counting, and
Yeah.
fireballs and things.
13.
Do I get the sense that either of these two are actually immune or resistant to fire, or are they just fans of fire like I am?
I think they're fans of fire.
Okay, great.
Okay. I'm going to cast it at 4th and then
Okay.
which frees up with that. And then I will roll.
Okay.
Then I get plus 13 to this. Oh no, I get a plus 5 to that. So I did. Yeah, that's an 18 plus 5.
All
So
right.
it is a 23.
How do you counterspell the fireball?
He begins to summon the heat in, and he's tantruming, right? As he's doing this,
Oh yeah.
like he's jumping up and down, and
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
the worst way to get a child to stop doing what they're doing when they're throwing a tantrum is to do exactly the same thing. So I start hopping from foot to foot and just on the opposite foot of where he is, and just sort of negate it in the great balance of things and say, honestly, we can have a conversation like adults.
And as Briv Steelmarrow is consumed by flame and weathering it, just flames all around him, and he's just dusting it off. And Kellic's fireball just dissipates as Alyndra actively is mocking Kellic at the same time. The Jabberwock flies overhead and lands on top of the glittery castle and roars and screams. And that is where we're going to leave off. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, chat. I know these folk don't know who you are.
The best character, chat.
Listen, I can see you with my passive. I know you're there.
We see through time and space. We
It's
do
like
see
that
chat.
Strange what if episode. I love it.
Yeah,
I've been wondering. Baloth said it that once, and I've been looking for you the whole time.
a big thank you to Meagan Kenreck for doing my makeup. I know there were requests for the Traveler to make an appearance at least the second time. So I don't know that I have any skin that's alive under this wig now. So this is probably going to be the last time for me as the Traveler.
I definitely used up all of my sorcery points. doing your makeup tonight.
I
Well,
appreciate it.
thank you. We appreciate you.
so
Yes,
great.
Welcome. We
awesome
love it.
stuff. All right, we're gonna carry it out here, and I normally say later, Gators, but today I think it's only appropriate that I say toodaloo.
Bye.
Toodaloo.